Today's episode is brought to you by Uncommon Goods. Uncommon Goods are going to get you some amazing, amazing gifts this holiday season. Also, today we're brought to you by Manscaped. If you got a man in your life, or you are a man in your life, maybe trim it up a little bit, you know what I'm saying? Now let's jump to this podcast. Hello, everybody, it's time for Ghosts and Crendor.
Ghosts and Crendor in the morning.
In the morning. Broadcasting live. Before our recording studio. Recording. Wake your ass up, it's up, Crendor in the morning. Hello, everybody, welcome to the episode of Ghosts and Crendor in the morning.
Yep, here we are.
Some days, I feel like you don't think it is A, either morning, or B, exciting episodes.
You're right. I've got reasons, though.
Uh-oh. What do you mean? You can't. It better be a good reason.
Well, remember how I had COVID?
Did you have double COVID now? What's going on with you?
No, but after COVID, I got the laryngitis.
Did one lead to the other? Also, what are you doing on here with laryngitis? You're stronger-willed than I would be like, I'm canceling it. I don't even care.
Well, it's doing better. If this was like
Okay.
2 days ago, I don't think I could do it. It's
Damn, dude.
Apparently it's pretty common to get laryngitis after a cold or like a viral infection.
I mean, I've definitely had that before.
Yeah, because I guess it moves down into your voice box, and yeah, it did. So I'm feeling better, like in terms of like sickness, but yeah.
Damn. That, I mean, I hope you feel better.
Me too.
It sounds like you're on the other side, just like last week. Every time I talk to you, you're on the other side of something, and then you're like, well, my liver fell out.
Classic liver.
You can't trust that guy.
It's like it's one of those things where I feel good enough to do stuff, but then I can't talk. So it's
Sure.
like I'm gonna stream. So I've done like 2 more text to speech streams. It sucks. I just want to talk again. If I could just talk, I'd be fine. Because like I have
I
energy.
mean, you're doing it right now.
Yeah, I have like, the lingering kind of a little bit of a cough and like some post nasal whatever, but like that's common post.
Yeah, that's
cold
the worst
stuff,
though,
but-
is when you feel physically fine, but your just voice and throat and nose do not cooperate.
Exactly. That's why
You're
it's like
come
I just
on,
wanna-
man.
Yesterday I was doing like body weight exercises. I haven't been to the gym in like 2 weeks. I'm losing it.
Well, admittedly, I think it'd be pretty nice to like take it easy, right? Like go for a walk instead of to the gym.
I've been doing that 2 weeks.
Well, maybe keep walking. Get some fresh air. Go for a longer walk.
You can only walk for so long.
Nah, dude, you got to go down to like I know you. By you, there's probably like the Philly Station or Old Mule's Shack or Fargaretti's. Like go make it like a lunch walk. Go someplace, get some lunch, walk back.
Yeah, but I've been walking. All right?
Fogaticelli's.
I wake up, I have my coffee, I have like the door open, so I'm like in the air and the sunlight. Feels great. And I'm like, all right, tomorrow I can fully talk again. But no, I'm just like, I'm on that border. You know what I mean?
That's because you're not going to Jimbo's Mexican. Like there got to be something there for you.
That's true.
I'll spice you up.
Maybe. Maybe that's what I'm lacking.
Like Steve's Genuine Ramen. Like there's got to be something near you.
There probably is. I think it's really just time. 'Cause my laryngitis hit like Wednesday. And then
Laryngitis hit Wednesday.
well, it got
Dude, my
worse.
laryngitis hit Wednesday. It was crazy.
I think it didn't help by recording an entire pointless top 10.
Understood. That sounds right. Although I think I watched that one. Which one was that? That was the scary
Creepy
one,
Things.
right? Like the
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, 'cause right after that,
Some solid Shameless promotion in that.
yeah, it was pretty good. Pretty solid Shameless.
Yeah, you're like, if you want to see this one, I probably made a video of it. Go check out. I was like, yeah, that's good.
That's what you got to do. That's the YouTuber way. How's your week going?
Dude, I think I went full old man. It finally happened. I was going through. So my intention is to move apartments at the end of the year when my lease is up, right? So in my free time, I'm like pre-packing things, not like putting them in boxes, but like ordering stuff so that when the time comes to put stuff in boxes, it's almost November. So I'm like, I'll put it in boxes. I'll be ready to go. So I went through my records, right? And I noticed that I was missing one, or at least I assumed I was missing one. And it's one of my favorites, right? It's a live album from a band that I really love, and was like, I don't see it anywhere. Well, I know I got it. So I looked around my apartment. Could not find it. I looked in every closet I have, in like the 3 bins I have of stuff. I looked through all of those. Just could not find it. And I was like, what the hell would I do with this? So then I went to the office. I was like, well, maybe I brought it to the office for some reason. I don't know why I bring a record to the office, but like, okay. So I started looking at the office. Nothing. Then I thought, well, maybe I'm just crazy because I have another album of theirs, and maybe that album is the one that I bought on accident instead of the live one. Went on my phone, went back and typed in the name of the band, went and looked, definitely bought it. It says right there, 11/23. So I bought it last year, and I just, for some reason, can't find it. And I looked at it and was like, well, maybe they never sent it. I'm just crazy. But it was like delivered on this. I'm like, what the hell? And then I was like, I do remember playing it. So why don't I have it? So I started tearing apart my apartment. And now at this point, I'm like, okay, so my plan was to pack stuff or at least set it aside to then be packed. Now I'm already packing. I'm like, all right, for my mental sake, if I just start putting stuff away and I close it up in a bin in order to be shipped for when I move to a new apartment. By the way, don't even have a new apartment. This is all potential things. I'm like, when I get a new apartment? So now I have 3 bins filled with stuff from like cords to like random stuff I need when I travel, right? Like if I want to record things, it's all in these bins. Put the records in the bins. Now I have a record player, no records out except for one record that I just got the other day. Shout out to the Frog Detective soundtrack, which came. It's really good. So I've torn apart my apartment. I cannot find this. I don't know what I did with it, dude. But I know that I had it because at one point I remember vividly, I was like, I got it. And I listened to it. And God, it was so good. And I can't find it. I don't know what happened. And it's driving me crazy. I don't know if I lent it to someone, just forgot, or if someone stole it, or if I'm just crazy and I really genuinely never got it. But it says I bought it. Dude, I don't know what's going on. And it's been making me nuts for the last, 72 hours. And I've torn apart everything to the point where today, while I was waiting for you to film this, I just started Marie Kondoing again. I have now gone through both office and home and been like, I have too much stuff. That's why I keep losing it. I keep losing because I have too much stuff. And I have so much stuff that I don't know what I have. And because I don't know what I have, I lose it all the time. That's where I'm at. I'm like a crazy person right now.
Do you have a lot of things that don't spark joy?
Here's the thing. I have a lot of things that I think will spark joy, but then they just sit there and I'm like, that will spark joy though. And it really doesn't.
Why not?
I don't know if this is accurate, but I'm just going to assume it is because it feels accurate. When I was teaching, I didn't own a lot of stuff. I was in a lot of debt. When I was in college, as I've said before numerous times, I owned one DVD, and that was the movie The Rock. So what I'm trying to say is, for much of my life, I didn't have a lot of stuff. And then when I finally am able to get things, or when I'm sent things by brands or whatever, it almost seems like too much. And I feel like it's going to spark joy because it's a really cool thing that is either like maybe a rare poster or a really cool gadget that was sent to me. Or maybe I see something and I'm like, oh, I'm buying that. Now that I have the ability to do that stuff, I realize I kind of liked it better before, where I had less things and I wasn't overwhelmed by physical objects. It is absolutely a first world problem. I do not expect most people to be in the same category as me. I'm very fortunate. But with that being fortunate comes a lot of excess. And I've never been an excess person. I'm not that kind of person who'd go out and buy a yacht and then buy another yacht because I just had the money. You know what I mean? Or I bought a plane. if I ever became that rich, I don't know why I would do those things. I feel like I'd be more along the lines of how can I help other people with this money rather than how can I get a bigger house.
Oh, yeah. I think you just hate having the burden of things.
You're probably correct. It's probably why I don't have a pet. I have exactly one plant, and that plant can live without me being there or not. I have less and less stuff all the time, and even then, I moved into a smaller apartment just to force myself to have less, and now I have less, and now I'm like, I could do less. This all started because of one album, and I couldn't find it, and all my albums are in one place, and I gotta be honest, I think I have a problem.
I think you got a problem too.
But this could be good though, because it could be one of those things where, I don't want, like, I'm watching less TV than ever. I spend less time on the computer at home. I am reading more at home. I'm like getting rid of stuff, but it still seems like too much stuff, especially with the impending move. And people often asked back in the day, they were like, Jesse, why do you keep getting rid of stuff? Are you going to die, dude? What's going on? I'm like, no, I just move so much. It drives me crazy having to move stuff. And now that I'm moving again, I'm like, I got too much stuff. Oh, God. What am I going to do with this stuff? I've never felt more crazy in my entire life. Like, it feels like when in the movies someone tries to explain how they saw the monster, but no one else can see the monster, and so they seem crazy. That's how I feel.
I mean, it's got to be somewhere.
It has to be, but it's not. The crazy thing was everyone was like, just buy it again. I was like, you can't. It was a one-time thing that existed on their website a year ago for their live album, and that's it. You can't get it anymore. So, like, this is it or nothing, and it's driving me crazy.
Well, do you remember getting it?
That's the thing, is I remember listening to it. In my living room while I was reading a book, and like loving it and thinking it was so good, and then I just can't find it anymore.
Maybe it's in the record player thing.
It's not, because I literally put something in there last night to listen to it, because I had in my Mary Kondo vibe, I was like, which of these do I even listen to anymore? So I went through almost all the records, because some of them I just know I'll keep.
Right.
But I went through almost all of them just to be like, what songs, is this even good? Why did I have this? Because a lot of times people just give me records because they know I have a record player. They're like, yeah, you'll love this. And I'm like, okay. And yeah, it's not there. I tore apart the shelf that it was in to see if I could find it, which hilariously, I did find something that I thought I had lost, which is even more funny. So I didn't find the thing I was looking for, but I found like a adapter that I was trying to find for a year and I couldn't find, and it was crammed into the back of a thing, which is why part of me is like, well, maybe I crammed the record into the back of something. Dude, this is I'm in a loop that is a spiral. It is bad for me. I'm going crazy.
I mean, at least you found something.
I did find something, and I was like, oh, God, I'm so dumb. But then it reinforced the idea that maybe, just maybe, it's still there. So now I'm freaking out. It's so goofy. I'm an absolute mess. And I'm like, okay, what if I start taking stuff from my home and put it in the office? So I've left stuff at home, and then I can search even harder for the things I'm missing. Like, this is...
Are you sure it's not at the office?
Dude, I am sitting at the office now, and I went through everything trying to find it, and I'm letting you know it's not here.
I'm just trying to think of like where it would be.
There's only 2 places on Earth it could be.
What about...
Unless I brought it to a friend's house and then left it, but that doesn't... Why would I ever do that? That's not me.
Yeah, I don't think you would do that. I don't know, because it's like... Would you... Don't you have like record storage?
I literally have a bookshelf that is all books, and then 2 little spaces, or 2 little shelves that are for records. And that's it. I put everything right there. And you know me, I'm obsessive, so once I use it, I'll put it right back where it was. So like, I didn't just like leave it around.
And you looked through there like twice.
Oh yeah, it's empty. Like I looked under the shelf. Yeah.
Yeah, that's weird. I have no idea.
That's what I'm saying. It's driving me crazy because there's absolutely no way it would just vanish. So I don't know what happened. I have no idea. But I've gone through bins. I've gone through closets. I've gone through all sorts of shelving and everything in my home, and there is not a damn thing there.
Maybe somebody stole it.
Maybe, dude. I mean, like, it's possible. I do have people over, but, like, why? The first off, they would, 1, have to have a record player. 2, be interested in this band. 3, be interested in the live version of the band. And 4, be willing to steal it.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. It was weird. Maybe a ghost did it.
Maybe. Like, at this point, I'm open to anything. Alien abduction? Sure. Yeah, all right.
Maybe you threw it away.
Dude, I honestly thought that. I was like, maybe I threw it away. Maybe I just was stupid. I put it in a box and threw it away for some reason. But then the shirt, I remember having the shirt, and I put the shirt in my closet, and then, like, it ain't there, dude. I don't know what's going on.
Maybe you dreamt it.
But I have the email confirming payment and the shipping information.
Maybe they set you up. Yes.
And then they broke into my home and stole back their record?
Exactly.
That seems most likely, yes. That's
got to be what it is.
That seems correct.
There's no other solution.
No, that has to be it. They came in my home, broke in, stole back their record.
Yeah. They probably
And
weren't supposed to sell it.
Yeah, I mean, that's something bands don't do. They don't want to sell their music. Any good band wants to stay as low-key as possible and not have anyone buy their stuff.
Exactly.
Right.
Well, there we go. We solved that.
Yep, problem solved.
What else did you do?
That was my week. That was the last. I've been tearing apart my entire life for the last 72 hours. It's been crazy.
Your entire life.
Yeah, dude. Everything I own, it spiraled out of control so badly that I went to my car and, like, looked in my car, even though there's nothing in my car, and then was like, man, my car's dirty. So I went to go get my car washed. That's where this spiraled. It somehow ended up with me at the car wash yesterday morning, sitting there just like, where did I put it? Where could it be? I don't understand. Oh, yeah. Meanwhile, I'm descending deeper into madness.
How was the car wash?
Good. I mean, there's a bunch of local car washes. The one I wanted to go to, that's the one that does, like, the soft tuss where you can, like, do it yourself if you want, that was closed. So I went to, like, Jim Bob's Car Wash and Detail, and the guy tried to upsell me. My friend, what do you want? I wax car. It's cheap. It's very cheap. And I was like, nah, I'm good. Just a normal car wash is fine. And he's like, only $119. I give cheap. It's cheap. I'm like, no, what? In what world is that cheap? No, I'm good, dude. And he's like, okay, you can't do today. Next time. You pay now. The next time, $119 already paid. You get the wax. It's all good if you have no time today.
It's like that guy that puts the bracelet on you, and he's like, all right, you bought it.
Yeah, I mean, he was writing down the receipt for $119, like, pro wax. And I'm like, no, what? Like, who falls for this? Clearly people that are just going to be like, I don't want confrontation.
Yeah, or they're just like, yeah, whatever. There's probably some LA people like that.
For sure. I mean, that's why, otherwise he wouldn't do it, right?
Yeah.
So, and then I just sat there with, like, a bunch of very Venice Beach people who had, like, their dogs. One lady was talking on her phone the whole time. One guy was clearly high. There were 2 old men, both driving Porsches. You know, LA.
Yeah. I always just get the basic car wash.
Yeah, big same. Most of the time, I clean out the inside of my car by myself, so I don't need them to do all that. The only thing I'd really pay extra for is for, like, tire detailing, but, like, that's a once-in-a-while thing.
Tire detailing? What's that?
Oh, they just make your tires not look like I don't know if it's a big deal in Chicago because you have seasons, but here where it's sunny all the time and dry, your tires get like this, like, the you know, the side that faces out gets the rubber gets weird looking, like rubber that's been out in the sun for a while. So your tires look kind of jank. Plus your the rims and stuff get all gunky with dust and, like, road grime and shit. So clean that out. And I don't have the tools to do that. So I'm like, yeah, go nuts.
I
But
see.
it's not something you would do all the time, I don't think. Maybe I'm wrong.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know enough about cars.
Yeah. I try to keep my car as clean as possible just because my record could be in there. And if my record's there, I got to find it. And I don't know where it is, Crendor.
Maybe it wasn't there. The car wash guy took it.
Car wash guy took it? Story of my life.
No wax, no record.
No record.
That's it.
Yeah, by the way, it's amazing that this is like called Jimbo's, and then dude is just like, what are you doing? Like the most Russian guy I've ever seen in my entire life.
He's probably listening to that record right now.
I stole this from him, and it's a very good record. Okay, cool.
Yeah. He's loving it.
That'll teach him not to get $119 wax job.
Yeah, I don't know. What does wax even do?
I guess protect it from rain. Dude, I don't know. No one taught me what wax actually does.
It's just make it shiny.
Yeah, I guess. Let me look this up.
Yeah.
The wax layer protects your vehicle from harmful UV rays.
Oh.
Okay, cool. Protects
Like
from
sunscreen?
damage. Yeah, right. Sunscreen for your car. Protects against pollutants, bird droppings, rocks, water, other contaminants. Does it, though? Does it? It makes it easier to wash, makes it look shiny, reduces repair costs. I don't know that's true that it would reduce repair costs.
That sounds like when one of those websites tells you all the benefits of something. It'll be like hottubs.com, and they're like, the benefits of hot tubs is they give you extra life. They grant you immunity. They cure illnesses. And you're just like, oh, okay.
It definitely has the vibe of like snake oil, but I know enough people do it that can't be accurate. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like enough people do it that I have to feel like it isn't the same thing where they're like, we'll give you an undercarriage, whatever they used to do back in the 90s where they would be like an undercarriage shampooing or something like that. They tried to scam people by saying that they would like shampoo the underneath of their car.
Oh.
And they're like, it gets really dirty down there, so you got to shampoo that. That was like a thing they used to do back in the day. I don't know if it's legal now, but there's definitely scams like that.
Yeah. I feel like if you have a really good car, maybe the wax is good.
Yeah. I think it's one of those like it looks nice things, and so people will pay extra for it. I'm not going to pay you $119 for it, but
actually, maybe it's good in the winter.
If it was like $10 more, I'd be like, okay, all right, sure.
Might be good in the winter with snow.
Maybe, but then like, because I imagine if it's hot, the wax kind of like shines, but if it's the winter, what's the deal? Is it would it crack? Does wax crack?
Well, it'd like repel
like if you
the
put
snow.
a candle in the freezer, what happens? That's what I mean. I think it's the same thing.
Maybe there's different wax.
Okay, yeah, all right, smarty pants. Of course it is.
Just saying.
Yeah, I don't know.
Yeah, there's got to be mechanics or something in our chat or
that will
comments.
let us know. Look, yeah, let us know. Leave a comment. We don't know these things. Look, I don't know jack about cars.
Me either.
And the more cars change, I'm going to let you know. I guarantee my dad, who taught me the things I do know about cars, none of those are applicable anymore.
Yeah. Yeah, it's like make sure you get the old 280 oil on your combobulator.
Yeah. It's like, sir, we don't make that anymore, and no car uses that.
That's because you're all dumb. Tell us about the wax.
Yeah, we'd love to know.
Aside from that, I just sat at home and played WoW, honestly.
That's pretty good. That's, you know what? I had a day this week that was like that where I did nothing. Proudly did nothing. I was like, guys, I'm kind of over stuff today. Great.
Yeah.
I just didn't do a damn thing. I sat around and I was like, maybe I'll like clean up or something. No.
I thought you did clean up.
No, that was after this. I made it about a day before I had to clean up.
Okay, I see.
For my brain was like, I gotta clean up.
So yeah. That's all I got.
Well, that's all I got, too. But you know what? You can get...
What?
Boy, that is a stretch. An amazing gift for your loved ones or yourself. All you got to do is head over to Uncommon Goods. Spark something uncommon this holiday season with incredible hand-picked gifts from Uncommon Goods. They make your holiday shopping stress-free by scouring the globe for original, handmade, and absolutely remarkable things that everyone on your list can enjoy. These gifts spark joy, unlike the things that are in my home that I'm trying to get rid of. They spark wonder, they spark delight. It's exactly what I wanted, is the feeling you will get from the people who receive these gifts. Whether you're shopping for your Secret Santa or your entire family, Uncommon Goods knows exactly what they want. There's so many different things you can find on this site. I know that Crendor and I have been doing this at least 2 years now, and every holiday season we get something from Uncommon Goods. And last time I got some fun stuff that was like little activity things to do and read. And this time I just got a giant frog with an open mouth that I put my phone in, and it makes my phone echo. So when I'm taking a shower, I can hear it better. That's it. It's just a frog screaming at me, and I love it.
Yeah, I got my little ghost guys.
Yeah, I've seen those ghost guys. They're great. I love those dudes.
They're great. We got them all over the house.
When you shop at Uncommon Goods, you're supporting artists and small independent businesses. Many of their handcrafted products are made in small batches, so shop now before they sell out this holiday season. Uncommon Goods products are high quality. They're unique. They're often just handmade here in the U.S. They have the most meaningful, out-of-the-ordinary gifts anywhere, even ones you can personalize. And with every purchase made at Uncommon Goods, they give back $1 to nonprofit partners of your choice. They've donated more than $3 million to date. If you want to get in on this, if you want to get your next great gift and 15% off, go to uncommongoods.com/Cox, C-O-X. That's uncommongoods.com/Cox for 15% off. Don't miss out on this limited time offer. Uncommon Goods, we're all out of the ordinary. Also today, this episode is brought to you by Manscaped, the global leader in men's lifestyle and grooming. Every man knows the unbeatable feeling of a fresh barbershop shave. Now, what if I told you that you no longer have to wait weeks or even months between appointments to experience it? Introducing Manscaped's newest innovation, the Chairman Pro Electric Foil Shaver, the game-changing tool that brings the luxury of a professional shave right into your home. Whether you're after the daily silky smooth finish or prefer to maintain a rugged 5 o'clock shadow, the Chairman Pro Electric Foil Shaver is your go-to for precision and style every single time. Head over to manscaped.com, join the over 11 million men worldwide who trust Manscaped, and use code CRENDOR for 20% off plus free shipping. Obviously, I'm a man with a beard, but you still got to trim that bad boy up. You got to work around your neck. You got other parts, especially as you age and start growing hair. There's also some places on the body you might not want a lot of hair. This is great for that. The Chairman Pro rocks. I've been using it 3 weeks now, and I'm feeling smooth, baby. Again, to get the Chairman Pro today and experience a shave as smooth as the one you deserve. Get 20% off and free shipping with code CRENDOR at manscaped.com. That's 20% off and free shipping with code CRENDOR at manscaped.com. All right, let's get to Chapter 7. Woo, boy. And this guy, the Crendor. How's that driving out there?
Yeah, it's something. I found the record case in this chapter copter, and there's no record in it, so I think that guy did take it at the car wash. Back, dude.
Why are you bringing the chopper copter to a car wash?
Gotta get it washed.
Don't we have people for that?
Nope, they quit.
Oh, okay. Well,
yeah,
that's cool.
Yeah.
All right, let's go to weather.
Weather. We got a request for Pontypridd, Wales. We've got an old bridge, Chinese restaurant, and a place called Grog Shop.
I like all those things. I'm trying to determine how big that means this town is. Probably not huge.
Probably not. It is 53 degrees. Currently feels like 30 inches of pressure, 5 miles visibility, 96% humidity, 7 a.m. sunrise, 4:52 p.m. sunset, 11 mile an hour winds, 52 dew point, 0 UV index, and a waning crescent moon. 10-day. 59 on Monday, light rain. Tuesday, 59 cloudy. Wednesday, 58 cloudy. Thursday, 57 cloudy. I'm going to tell you right now, it's like 55 and cloudy every single day for like the entire next like 2 weeks.
That sounds right. You know what else sounds right? The fact that there's a place called Codfather, which serves fish and chips right next to a place called the Cock Inn. So I'm feeling, you know what? I'm feeling pretty good about this.
This place is made for you.
Yeah, but I can't find the Grog Town, or whatever the hell that place is called. I can't find it. I found Greg Fry. I found Big and Tasty. I found Ebony Confectionery.
It's got a lot of fun names here.
Yeah, every place here is great.
Hoffy Coffee.
I don't see Grog anywhere, and I've been looking. Unless Craig is pronounced Grog or
Royal
Grag.
Oak. I think it's the Royal Oak is Chinese food. Maybe that's the Chinese place.
I'm here for that, but I can't find the Grog. And I really want to find the Grog.
Where's that grog?
Where's that? I found the Skinny Dog right next to the Tumble Inn. Grog Shop. Grog Shop does exist.
Where is it?
I Googled it and found it. It is, if you see Big and Tasty, keep going to the right on your thing.
Oh, I found it.
Grog Shop has a bunch of little dragons in it and faces. I thought it was a food place. I don't know what this is, but it's not what I expected.
That's
at
what
all.
I thought.
They
This
got
is
a
my
bunch
kind
of
of place.
footballer heads. This is wild. I love this place. What do they sell though?
They sell little things.
They got a giant, like a statue of Luciano Pavarotti. They got a bunch of but what do they sell?
They got little sheep, dragons.
I guess that's it.
Yeah, that's all you need to sell.
There's a dragon here drinking. There's also a bunch of buff men taking a bath. They're selling.
There's
Yeah,
definitely
right.
some interesting
Looks
things.
like rugby and footballers maybe. A lot of rugby. Oh, it's a rugby place for sure.
This is a very UK place.
Yeah, that's funny. That's why we couldn't find it. I was looking for a food place called the Grog Shop. It's a place that'd be selling not food things.
Exactly. Yeah, no, it checks out.
It's a Welsh gift shop for Grog Sheep, Land of Dragons, John's Vintage Range.
What?
That's what they sell. All Welsh things, land of my fathers. There's also sheep, Grog sheep.
Yeah, let's talk about
Imagine a
those
bunch
sheep.
of drunk sheep.
Those are good
Honestly,
sheep.
I feel like I'd see one of these in your house.
Yeah, I'd buy one.
This one, hold on. No one else can see this, but I just need to show you this because it's really funny. This is the one I think you'd have. It's straight up just a sheep with buck teeth, and he's kind of looking at you like, ooh, he looks drunk. Something about him's weird. He's great.
That is a good one. I would definitely get that one.
It says, "We'll miss you," but it's spelled EWE. Very cute.
Yeah, this is even all the little weird animal characters.
Yeah, in a way, they kind of look like Warhammer 40K characters.
A little bit.
Except they're playing rugby. But they have like a vibe to them that is violent. Like they'd fight an intergalactic war.
Here, look at the mascots.
Yep. There's a vibe there. The best part about this is the mascots for, I assume, different rugby teams around the world. You have sort of Chile with this condor. You have a Canadian beaver. You have a British and Irish lion. You have an Australian wallaby. You have like a French cock. You have like a horse from Italy. You have a New Zealand kiwi. You have all these different things. But then, from Fiji, the mighty palm tree. I love that all these are various animals, and then Fiji's just a palm tree.
To be fair, it's a pretty cool palm tree.
It looks awesome. I just think it's really funny that there's all these different animals, like an English bulldog, an Irish wolfhound, a Portuguese rooster. You got like the Welsh have the dragon, a United States eagle, South African springbok. You got all these different things, and then just Fiji palm tree. It couldn't be like Fiji man eater, and it was like a shark. It literally is just a palm tree with a very angry expression.
Yeah, he's really angry. Maybe he's angry they chose palm tree.
He's like, I was just sitting here. Now I got to go to work. Get out of here.
Yeah. That's the weather.
All right, let's go to sports. Speaking of
Sports.
sports.
Let's see. Dodgers won on that big grand slam the other day. That was pretty crazy.
It happened. It was amazing.
Yep, I was watching that live. So they're up 2-0 that series. Basketball started. They've played like 3 games out of like 82, so they got a while. NHL started. They've played like 10 games out of like 80 something, so they got a while.
That sounds right.
Football happened today. Bears lost in a big Hail Mary. That was pretty crazy. Buffalo 6-2. Let's see. Green Bay 6-2 now. They won. Lions 6-1. They won. Chiefs are 7-0 somehow. They'll probably win the Super Bowl, honestly. It's we're actually at the halfway point of the NFL season. Pretty wild.
That's crazy to think like it feels like it just started. But I
It
guess
does.
you're right.
Yeah, it flies by. In fact, we got a Halloween in a few days.
It's true. And then suddenly November. Look at us.
Look at that.
Okay. Ooh, what is our fact of the day?
Fact of the day. Day. A horse normally has... like, that's all I had to say, a horse.
A horse. That's a good fact.
A horse normally has more than 1 horsepower.
What?
A study in 1993 showed that the max power of a horse can produce 18,000 watts, around 24 horsepower. Horses got 24 horsepowers.
So the idea of horsepower being 1 horse equals 1 horsepower, but really a horse has 24 horsepower.
Yes.
It's as crazy as I think it sounds, but I understand it. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? Like, I get it. It sounds bonkers, but like, I get it.
Yeah. It is kind of weird, honestly.
Yeah, because I guess everything would be equated to, it would if you had like 80 horsepower, then you would imagine that's 80 horses pulling you. But really, it's 80 times 24 is what you're telling me.
Yes.
Fascinating. Okay,
Yeah,
look
look
at
at that.
us learning something new.
Yeah, that was pretty good.
Yeah, that was a pretty good fact. All right, sir, has anyone come to us with tears in their eyes?
Yes. 18 people.
Yes. Oh boy, that more every week. So many questions.
Dear illustrious sirs with tears in my eyes, I ask you, aliens invade and grant humans superpowers. Which powers would you get?
They granted us superpowers? The aliens just landed and were like, here, have superpowers.
Yep.
Do we get to decide what powers? I guess that's what it's saying. But I was like, wouldn't they just give it to us and be like, here, you are bestowed with the power of sight? Like, I don't know. I'd want the power to, like, become invisible.
Why?
Oh, because I use it for evil. I'd rob banks and shit.
Wouldn't they find out?
No, because I'm invisible.
I feel like they'd figure it out.
No, I'm invisible. I break into the home of, like, rich people, steal their records.
Yeah, that makes sense.
You know, I do all sorts of stuff. Yeah. I wouldn't be a good... Yeah, you couldn't give me superpowers. I'd abuse it.
I'd probably take teleportation.
Oh, that's a good one. That's very good. However, the rules have to apply, like, how would it work? You know what I mean? Like, the teleportation, do you have to have seen it? Do you have to currently see it? What if you teleport and you end up dead? Like, you know, because the Earth is moving. So what if you teleport and you end up, like, in a wall?
It would account for that.
Okay.
But
How
I feel
far can you
like
teleport?
it depends. Teleporting far takes a lot of energy. So
And
if
what
I
kind of
go,
energy does it take? Like, it just
it's-
makes you tired if you teleport far?
Yes, like if I teleported to Japan, I would have to sleep for like 12 hours.
Damn, dude. Although, could you imagine if you teleport to Japan, then you teleport back? You're like, dude, I'm going to get a good night's sleep tonight.
Yeah, but then you might die. Then you
Oh,
use up
all
all
right,
your
see?
juice.
Mine wouldn't be that. I would just be invisible and then break into, like, grocery stores at night and take stuff.
I I mean, that's fair too.
Yeah, I'm not gonna. Please, I'm just gonna. Or I'd walk. Like my plan's simple: go to the mall, wait till it closes, because I'm invisible. I'll just sit on a park bench and wait, and then when everyone leaves, then it's time to strike.
You know, everyone always asks what superpower you'd want. Which one would you not want?
Oh man, hearing people's thoughts probably would suck.
I was gonna say the same thing.
Like that would drive me crazy.
I already hear their thoughts in YouTube comments.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, I don't need to know what everyone thinks about me all the time. In fact, it's a relief that I try not to care. I'm like, you know what? I'm over it.
Yeah, no, I think that's the least one I'd want.
I will say the version of that I like, sort of, being able to hear people's thoughts, but it isn't like in your head constantly, would be the ability to rewind time a few seconds at a time. So like maybe 1 minute. So if I said something stupid and they were like, "You're dumb," I could rewind time and undo it. You know what I mean?
That's a good one.
Or if someone gave me shit and I had like a good comeback, but I didn't think of it at the time, and then I walk away, I'm like, "Oh," I'd rewind time and it'd be like, "I'm gonna roast you right now." That's what I do.
Or if you get a concussion and hit your head cleaning ants off the floor, you could rewind it.
Yeah,
and
but
not
in that
get it.
case, because you hit your head, and I assume this is a brain power, you might rewind time but end up with dinosaurs.
That's true.
Because you hit your head. And now you're like, "Oh, my brain power's out of whack."
That would be kind of fun, actually.
That would be terrible. What do you mean? That'd be fun. To live with the dinosaurs, you would die instantly.
Well, it'd be fun if I didn't have to go through it. If somebody else in like a TV show had it happen. But I wouldn't.
I'm sure it has. I'm sure it definitely has.
They hit their head. They went back in time and it failed.
Yeah, and went back to the dinosaurs. Pretty sure that's an episode of House or something.
Oh, maybe.
Dr. House is like, "Who are these dinosaurs?" It's not Lupus, but it is a velociraptor.
All right, we'll do one more.
All right.
We got, if you were teleported to the Shrek universe, which side character would you be?
Oh, that's easy. I'd be Donkey. I'm no fool.
Yeah, bring up the list.
I'd be Donkey because... Actually, no. Donkey's who I think I would be, but I'd be the gingerbread man. Not the gumdrop buttons! That'd be me.
Yeah, you would.
I know. I want to be Donkey because I like the idea of banging a dragon. But... yeah, I don't know. You know who I realize who we are? I know exactly who we are in that universe. I'm the gingerbread man and you're Pinocchio.
Yeah, probably.
We're not the main characters, but we hang around them and everyone knows of us, but like no one cares.
You know? I think you're sadly right.
Yeah. Yeah, actually no. I know what it would be. You'd be the gingerbread man, and I'd be the gingerbread man's giant version Mongo.
What?
And you'd be like, "Oh no, Mongo!" And I'd be like, "Mongo, love Gingy." Yeah.
There it is.
Yep. Done. Look at that. We're so good at this.
Yep.
All right. What is our big news story of the day?
Big news story. I don't even know what this means, but we're going to find out.
Oh, boy.
King Conker cleared over cheating allegation.
King Conker?
Yep. Conker.
Like Conker's Bad Fur Day.
Yes.
Okay. Hit me.
London. A British...
I don't know why the way you said that made me laugh. London.
A town. A place. A home for many. A British chestnut whacking competition, there it is, champion was cleared Monday of cheating after an investigation at the World Conker Championships.
Do they call chestnut whacking conquering?
I guess so.
Interesting. Do you think that's why his name was Conker, because he ate chestnuts?
I don't know.
Did we discover the origin of Conker from Conker's Bad Fur Day?
It might
It's a very
actually
British
be.
game.
Organizers of the nutty annual event said Dave Jakins, a veteran competitor nicknamed King Conker, did not use a steel chestnut to conquer his rival. The traditional game, played by British school children, involves players using conkers glossy brown seeds of the horse chestnut tree threaded onto a string to try and smash their opponent's chestnut. That must be, I think it actually is the origin. Jakins, 82, won the men's tournament, but organizers launched an investigation after they claimed he might have used a steel chestnut in his pocket. They studied film and photo evidence, took testimony from judges and umpires, and concluded it'd be near impossible for him to swap the conkers unnoticed. They accepted his claim that he had the steel conker to amuse people as part of his role as King Conker. Organizers also said the losing finalist, Alistair Johnson Ferguson, accepted defeat with good grace and sportsmanship.
Stop. Hold on. What are the two names of these gentlemen again? The 81-year-old is...
Dave Jakins.
And the upstart guy who lost is...
Alistair Johnson Ferguson.
These are the most... Like, if you had to have two characters, one called King Conker and the other one is Alistair Ferguson, whatever the hell his last name... Like, this is... Yeah, this is perfect for, like, a movie about conkers.
It is. The overall title of World Conker Champion was won by Kelsey Banchbach, originally from Indianapolis. 34-year-old was crowned Queen Conker after beating Jakins in the final. First American to win it since the World Conker Championships began in 1965.
So I'm looking up the rules for this, and this is amazing. The rules, here are some variant rules on how to play. So the game is played between two people, each with a conker. They take turns hitting each other's conker using their own. One player lets the conker dangle on the full length of the string, and the other player swings their conker to hit it. A point is scored for a conker surviving a hit that causes the other to break. The point is scored irrespective of whether the surviving conker was attacked or defending at the time. The score of the game is considered to be a property of the conkers themselves. A new conker is a none-er, meaning that it has not defeated any others yet and thus has no score. As a conker accumulates points, its designation changes to reflect the total. A none-er becomes a one-er, then a two-er, and so on. In some areas of Scotland, conker victories are counted using the terms bully 1, bully 2, etc. In some areas of the United States and Canada, conker victories are counted using the terms one kinger, two kinger, etc. In Brooklyn, New York in the 1940s, a winning chestnut was referred to as a killer, and the value of the chestnut was defined by its number of kills. It's in some regions, so this is like a boxing match between nuts, and if you keep winning, you have like a better designated nut.
This is something I didn't know existed.
Neither did I. This is like discovering pickleball for the first time. This is blowing my mind.
It really is. Maybe this will be the next pickleball.
I guess it probably already is for a lot of people. In some regions, the winning conker receives all the points accumulated by the losing ones, in addition to gaining 1 point for the defeat. So, for example, if a two-er defeats a three-er, it would become a sixer, 2 plus 3 plus 1. Other regions only award 1 point to the winner regardless of the loser's score. However, there are some other rules, and I love this. If the strings become entangled, the first player to shout strings or stringsies has an extra turn. If one player drops their conker, the other can shout stamps or stampsies, entitling them to break the conker on the ground by stamping on it. Shouting no stamps before the other player stamps prevents the stamping. This absolutely has the feel of a sport created by a bunch of school kids, and they just kept adding ridiculous rules, and I love this.
It really does.
It seems absolutely perfectly innocent.
Yeah, and it's
like they're just taking nuts and whacking nuts together. This is like the most basic form of kids being bored.
It really is. That's how things are invented.
And really, I mean, you're not wrong. It's impressive. I love this.
Yeah, if you type in Conker, you can see people playing it on YouTube.
It's incredible. I'm so, you know what? This is an important news story for everyone.
This really was one of our most important we've had in some time.
And I understand why they had to put rules to this, because otherwise you're just whacking your friends with nuts on a string.
Yeah, exactly.
And I feel like that's also a game you could play where you just run around beating up friends with nuts on a string.
It probably did devolve into that. Many times.
For sure. Yeah. Before someone was like, guys, we need rules. We need to establish some rules here, guys. This is going to get out of control.
Well, that's your big news story.
All right. Well, that's it for us. Thanks so much for listening and watching. I'm enjoying this podcast. Crendor, hit them with the socials.
We got socials, youtube.com, Cox and Crendor podcast. Listen to all the episodes. We're on Spotify, iTunes, SoundCloud. You go youtube.com/Cox and Crendor. We got the animations. That's what they're called.
We got all sorts of stuff.
youtube.com/Jesse Cox. Listen to Jesse Cox stuff. youtube.com/Crendor. Watch my pointless top 10s. We're other places. Go find us.
You know, where you won't find us unless you got tickets, our live show, which is sold out.
Damn.
So, to all of you who are attending, love to see you. To all of you missed out, hopefully you'll get it next time. We'd love to see you. And that's it for us. And as always,
shake the rhino.
To be continued.